You're real for that one. Language slider's insane. Asia's better than Gaucho, it's not even close. Okay, listen. You're entitled to the opinion. It's pretty close, though. I think it's pretty damn close. I think saying it's not close is trying to win an argument without having done the necessary rhetorical legwork, man. The hell are we looking at here? So take a little bit of everything. It's definitely that. Anything on fire is going to be big. You see what's great is that everybody is talking about how the songs they love from Gaucho, and everybody is saying a different song, but nobody is saying Third World Man. The other 6 songs on the album, everybody is saying them. At least one person is saying them. That's a take none in this house. Give me some fucking good shit, bro. Asia's 10 out of 10 start to finish, though. Wrong. Home at Last and We Got the News are out of place. Not bad songs, but out of place. Now here comes the fuck-ass dude dressed like Dr. Parkenstein to tell me that We Got the News is actually the best song on the fucking album. Dude's dressed like a beat reporter at a Chicago newspaper in like 1953, 100%. You got something? Want to trade in everything for 31? You'll also increase your Ascension bonus from 0 to... You want to trade in everything? Everything? Let's fucking do it. Every expedition completed will now apply to every deck, but you can only complete one at a time instead of one per deck. In addition, they're twice as fast? We go again? Ascended, start with 10 million. Unlock achievements. The hell am I doing? Unlocks the Joker shop so you can buy Jokers for your hands? Once you close this window, you can only spend your chips the next time you ascend. Okay. Oh my god, we go again? We go again? That's the Ascension? I gotta start clicking again. Oh, but I do start with $10 million. That's pretty good, I guess. Quests! Reduce the time it takes to fetch a new quest. I mean, how much do you cost one? Well, you know what? I'm just gonna click, man. I think I'm gonna become one of those guys who just clicks a lot. I do, you know what? Not to make this a Steely Dan thing. YouTube doesn't really like all the Steely Dan posting because they mostly listen to video game music. Which is fine, as, you know, in a manner of speaking. Okay. In a manner of speaking. Holy shit. I do think Countdown to Ecstasy is a little underrated, though. I think it's underrated because the quote-unquote... What have I done here? What the hell am I doing? The standout tracks are less noteworthy than... I would even just say they're weirder than on the other albums. Like, Bodhisattva is kind of a weird-ass Steely Dan song. But the album, I agree with you when you say it has a great sense of flow to it. Justin, you can talk about Fugazi on your stream, okay? On my stream, we talk about Steely Dan. Justin, you would... I don't think you give a fuck about any Steely Dan record now that I think about it. But I might be wrong, because you are a guy who enjoys good music. But there's definitely not, like... When I think of Steely Dan, I'm like, bro, I think Apollo should listen to Katie Lied. Countdown to X. Oh, actually, Can't Buy a Thrill Through Katie Lied that's Apollo tier right there, and maybe we could trick him into listening to like Gaucho. But then when I think of what album I would recommend to Justin, I'm like, I think Justin should just listen to whatever he wants to be honest with you. By the way, I also have no idea what I'm doing. Because now, I don't know how, I just keep clicking on this trophy and they give me $50 million every time I click on it. But I have $400 million in the bank already. So that's pretty sick. You got quests in the bottom right. Pop the jack in the box one time. All right. But why? My ass gotta go all the way down here, find the jack in the box? That's a birdhouse, bro. Embarrassing. Jack in the box, huh? I decided I don't really give a fuck. It's in the top right. Top right over here. The settings menu. It's in the top left now. I don't think I'm that type of beast, man. Come on, dog. I don't know what you're asking of me. Is it this? It's got to be this. I just followed Justin Bieber on Twitch. Come on, man. That's huge, Chili. That's huge for you. Were you in the Justin Bieber demographic? It's like I was not, but I was definitely in the NSYNC Backstreet Boys region where I owned multiple boy band albums on CD. So I completely understand how you could get tricked into that as a youngster. And some of those tracks, not the baby, baby, baby type stuff, but you know, the what do you mean stuff, I think it's not too bad. I heard Baby on TV and I was really excited to tell my sister about it. She walked in and said, I fucking hate this shit before I could even recommend it to her. Okay, so trauma dumping. I see where your chat gets it from. Thank you for the opportunity for a parry and a riposte. Because what's going on in the game is not that relevant. So to get something in the audio stream is big. Can we add a venting channel? The same thing happened this morning. Normally I go to the Peloton community. Yeah, we'll add some cards. I go to the Peloton community on Discord and I say, we ride at dawn. And then I get on the bike. But this morning, and they weren't doing anything wrong. This morning, I read like the last 8 messages. It was all people being like, oh, fuck, I fucking hate today. The vibes are so fucked. I don't think I'm gonna ride today. It's all fucked up. So I just got on the bike, man. Because I know I can't... I want to type we ride at dawn, but, you know, when nobody has said, oh, that sucks, about the trauma that's been dumped into the Discord, you can't just hop in and go, let's ride, guys! So I just got on the bike and sent it. And then someone was like, he wasn't on the bike today. And I was like, yes, I was. And then they said, why didn't you say time to get on the bike? And I said, because I was on the bike. And then I said it was because people were trauma dumping in the Discord, which is fair. Discover a card, pop the confetti. Forgot, we got $100 million. I guess we should fucking get some fucking French toast or whatever. Enjoying the song? Grab your headphones. You'll love this next part. Huge. And then So, any knowers? What happens in the game from this point onwards? So we got to $1 million. Now let's just see how high the number can go. You ascend again. But why? Good cards, please. Big money? Oh, that's big money. That's actually really big money, though. And it affects every deck now. You need to get to 240 chips. That's right, I need to get to 240 chips. This is where you get your Dota login. Justin, should we fucking do it? We pioneered a new bit on stream, which is saying, should I do it? But it is not committing suicide. It's playing Dota 2. And you're going to say, what's the difference? And you're going to get a lot of +2s for it. Sips plays Dota? Sips, I say this without a hint of irony, and also without it being like a backhanded compliment. Sips is literally like my aspirational model of fatherhood. Because I don't understand, man, how he can still play these games and so much of them while having like 4 kids. And I'm assuming being a good husband and a good dad. Like, I don't know how he does it. I'm assuming that the easy money is that he's foregoing a little bit of sleep to make it happen. And where else the time is coming from? I guess his kids are a little bit older, although he has one that I think is like even a little bit younger than my kid. He does stay up until 2 a.m. Okay, so that right there, that's 5 hours he's getting on me, so I can understand that. That's 5 hours right there if I was willing to just sleep 2 to 5. Or 2 to 6, I guess. Which would probably ruin my life, but I trust that he's doing what's right for him. He loves gaming. He does love gaming. I like gaming. I honestly, I feel like I'm trying to culture a love of gaming again. But you really need to get into some kind of like degen stuff for that. Like I've been talking smack about Marvel Rivals, but then there's a part of me that's like, just to feel something like that. Just to be like, I can't wait, that same feeling that is like, I can't wait for school to end so I can go home and play Dota. Stop playing these NL bait games. Guy who watches Twitch to see video games. Sorry, it's just funny. I thought that the last one of those was gone. I didn't think that person existed anymore. We're clicking buttons to put our brain into a trance so we can talk about some shit that's hopefully a little funny. That's what we're trying to do. So funny when a normal person asks me what I do and they go, wow, you must be really good at games. And I'm like, no, nobody watches me for that. But I told you, Justin, I think, and I know you're not being self-deprecating with this, but I have to say it anyway. I think you are good at games, full stop. And I think if in the 40 plus demographic, you are basically like Wayne Gretzky. I think you would do fine in the 25-year-old division of gaming, but I think in the 40 plus division, you would be like, you'd be styling on people. Without a doubt. I can't remember if I told you, but I had a fucking nightmare situation because I was at a dinner with parents from my kid's school. Now, obviously, word has gotten out. They said, what did you do for work? Or what do you do for work? And I said, I'm a live streamer and a YouTuber. And they went, oh, you're the famous YouTuber. What's your handle? And then I told them. And I just figured they just wanted to be polite by asking. And then one of them, like a minute later, held up her phone with my like avatar on it. And she went, "Is this you?" And I went, "Yes, how did you get that?" And then she went, "I have a 14-year-old son, so I just said your name to him and he's like getting the data on you or something." And I was like, "Okay." But I was also like, ah! It might be hard. I mean, I don't think it's anything impropriety. I don't think there's anything improprietary associated going on, but either way, it's just like, it's going to be hard to explain. Like, there's some bits where I'm like, I would rather, I think what, I've seeded it enough that I'm basically kind of doing comedy on Twitch, even if that's a little high-minded. So if they hear some shit about, like, you know, what makes a top, what makes a bottom, can you bottom from the top, can you top from the bottom? I would hope that they would be like, he's making art with his words. And they wouldn't be like, this fucking freak is... Because all the kids got to the school somehow. All I'm saying is, we're all at dinner because we all have kids. And the kids didn't just pop out of the air. So if you're telling me we can't be talking about that kind of stuff, well then I don't know how your kid got there. But we did it the old-fashioned way. Doggy style! Am I right, fellas? Am I right? My man! Yes! Nah, he's crazy for that one. Chibley, you ever think about how women can have sex and masturbate at the same time? That's so fucked up, bro. That must feel good as fuck. We can't do that. We could kind of like, we could pop it in and then pull it out and go like, wah, 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 and then put it back in or something, but that's not the same. We literally can. Show it to me, Rachel. Someone could fuck you in the butt while you jerk off. I guess I never really thought about that. I guess that would, listen, that might be nice. You're telling me that would be nice, but the problem is I'm an unselfish lover. So what's she getting out of it? Nothing. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. You guys do. If you want to be a selfish lover and get fucked in the butt and jerk off at the same time, go ahead. I will. I don't know. I like when it's cooperative. I like when there's a little bit of give and a little take. Bet the parents are loving this talk. My parents are cool. We were watching all sorts of like R-rated comedies when I was like 9, stuff like that. Hang on, I gotta go on an expedition here. This shit is so unhinged. I think sex is normal, even if it is a guy getting fucked in the butt while jerking off at the same time. Okay, Caligula. Yeah, I feel hinged as fuck right now, man. Streamer seems sad. Chibley said, if I know anything about women, it's that they love to fuck their man in the butt. You think... I don't know. I have to think about whether I actually want to broach this discussion, how real I want to be with this. Aggresta said, eh. So there's one thing, okay? I'm willing to trust my Agresta on this one. I honestly have no idea. I think it would be kind of disappointing to have your wife fuck you in the ass and find out her stroke game kind of weak, though, right? That's kind of like, I'm not going to say it's an unrecoverable oral loss, but... And I bet it happens all the time, man. I bet it happens all the time. Listen, I'm not saying it's hard. Like, I don't think it's that difficult to do. But I mean, I think you could be bad at it for sure. Then you got to fake your shit. Yeah, man. Pegging's in right now. It's in right now. It honestly, if I may, I'm not doing this to be heteronormative. It just seems like a lot of work to get fucked in the butt. Like, to have it be clean enough to get fucked in without, like, making a mess seems like... If anything, I'm grateful that I don't have to do it. I think I'm lucky with that because the prep seems annoying, quite frankly. I'm not apprehensive to it, I'm just lazy. I mean, that's the kind of thing, too. I also feel like if I was to be open to getting fucked in the butt, I think it would have to happen in the moment. I think you'd have to build me up to it, probably. You'd have to trick me. You'd have to trick me. You'd have to get me one step away and then just keep walking backwards one step until eventually you walked me to where you wanted me to go. And in that case, I couldn't have done the prep because I would have to be tricked into it in the first place. So that would be a problem. I think you gotta really know how your day is gonna go if you're gonna do the prep for bottoming. Don't you? Because I don't even know when you start the prep. You start the prep like 6 hours before, or like that morning, or can you have morning anal sex, or is that like you're playing with fire at that point? Does it always have to be at night? I don't know. I have no idea. It's a foreign domain to a guy like me. Douches are a thing? Well, you're saying it like you just press a button and you're done, but you're squirting water up your asshole. Like, it's more intense than my regular morning prep. Like, okay, I get you're saying it's chill, and obviously, like, it can't be that hard because, like, lots of people are doing it, and they're not just complaining about it nonstop. So it can't be as hard as I think it would be, but you're not making it really sound easy. And also, the other thing is I'm not skipping a meal, so I don't think it's gonna happen. The good news is the old-fashioned way is still really good. So I feel like it's all right. Good meal probably feels way better. There's some meals that are pretty nice for sure. Missionary haters just want to feel special. Real as shit, Slime said on the Yard podcast. So I'm not trying to make it like a super 18 plus episode. It just went there. But like he was real for that. I was so happy to. And then I said, why does everyone online hate it? And he says, because they haven't had sex. I went, oh, it all makes sense now. For decades, it's been a bunch of virgins being like, missionary sucks ass. And I was like, are we doing it the same way? Because I think it's kind of nice. Now, I'm not saying if you think it sucks ass, you must be a virgin, because there's room for differing opinions. But the fact that it was so, like, the broad opinion on it was like, that it was horrible, is crazy, man. I'm picturing like a Path of Exile, like sex tree, a sex skill tree right now. It's definitely, so you start at boner. And then there's 3 broad paths: missionary, doggy style, cowgirl. And then I don't know where you're diversifying from there, but we got the theme. Yeah, the pip for missionary is it's like a subcategory, but it's a super subcategory for sure. What about prone bone? Bro, obviously it's a fucking specialization off of doggy style. Are you fucking? You're not thinking like a gamer, man. You're not thinking like a gamer. You're thinking too much like a fucker. Cowgirl is missionary? No, it's not! The kinematics are completely different. Pierce is just +3 targets. That's disgusting. You're disgusting, man. Not doggy style. Missionary and cowgirl would be in the same tech tree if you had like a leg hole in your bed where you could... Bear with me here. Because it's the legs make it so it's not... I understand that it kind of looks like just a rotation, but it's not a rotation. It's a translation. Because you got to do something with your legs. In cowgirl, you're laying flat, so your legs are straight. Legs out missionary was more like a planking situation, but that puts you on an angle and would be part of the tech tree. Default, if you were level 1 missionary, we'd still be talking knees and elbows, I think. You got to at least get to maybe like level 4 sex or something to get to the point where you're doing the plank, okay? You don't fucking get it. Honestly, you're fucking fired. I need John Carmack on this, please. I need John Carmack. Sex talk is a bear signal for this game. Yeah, it's not going to last forever. I feel like once I don't know what to do at this point. I'm kind of just idling. Maybe we should just send like an Isaac episode to finish it, though. I don't know. It's an idle game? Well, yeah, but then I'm like, I'm not hating the idle game, but I'm kind of like, why am I playing it? I think it's good though. I don't know. I don't know if I'm at the point in my life where I like understand what to do in an idle game. We should be playing Dota too. Imagine. Fuck you. Could do it, man. Justin and Chiblee, next year we should sell advent calendars. Let's come up with a cool advent calendar to sell. It doesn't have to be like gamer adjacent. I'm feeling like next year is going to be big. Millennial-esque advent calendars are going to be on the way back. Gotta think about it. Bro forgot upgrades exist. Oh, did I? Then why did I go here right after I clicked on this message? Clicked on this message. Forgot how to talk over the weekend. I do have $11 billion. Holy fuck. Why don't they make advent calendars for every month? Bro, you shouldn't have said it. Fuck, guys. Nobody but Ghibli and Justin, listen. Millennially marketed advent calendar for January. The ads write themselves. You don't need candy over Christmas, bro. Christmas, the holidays already... You're too busy, you're already getting gingerbread nonstop. January fucking sucks. You need an advent calendar for January that has a little bottle of bourbon in every single day. Oh, the advent calendar for beating the January blues. Could totally fucking work, man. Yes, call it one day at a time. Oh, you're right, dry January. Okay, well, you just fucking put the cheapest candy you can buy on the planet and then sell it for like $75. Could work, man. Or how, okay, now we need someone who's like a serious engineer. What about a cuckoo clock? That's like an advent calendar, but every hour, the little door opens up and the bird comes out with a piece of candy. So you're like, oh, it's 1 p.m. Cuckoo. 2 o'clock. Cuckoo. Could be sick, man. Could be sick. 3 a.m. You wake. Dude, it's another great sketch. You're like, wow, this is so awesome. And it's like you wake up at 7 a.m., you go down and your house is fucking infested by bugs because it spit out like 8 chocolates onto the ground. What the fuck? SpongeBob already did this? Kenny ass. Motherfucker. You guys ever see the video of Elliot Smith when he goes on like fuck ass Friday morning show with Tom Bergeron? And it's like very 1996 and they're all like drinking mimosas and shooting the breeze. And they're like, how are you, Elliot? And he's like, not very good because I'm Elliot Smith. And then they just shoot the breeze talking about nothing at all for like 5 minutes, and then he plays the most heartbreaking song of all time. And there's like while he's playing it, there's like puppets and shit that are popping up over his shoulder. Oh, I've been thinking about that video like once a day for 10 years, man. It's so fucking good. The hell is going on, man? Oh. What is happening, man? Also, by the way, they were kind of not taking my goat seriously. The narrative in the comments, if I remember correctly, seems to be that, wow, they weren't fucking with him at the start, but after he played the song, they all recognized how beautiful it was. And I hope that that's the case. But in my head, like from watching the video, that is not what I think happened. What I think happened is that everyone was like, I'm having so much fun on Fuck Ass Friday, and then this dude played a really depressing song that is actually awesome, by the way, but finally the song's over and we're not uncomfortable anymore, and I'd really like him to leave, which is fucked up. I got a 200 million point hand though, so fuck you. They got melted. You got to watch the doc. Oh, I didn't know there was a video essay. That maybe there is more beauty in the world than I'd originally assumed. Because I was in my head, I was like, nobody involved with the show except for Elliot Smith has any interiority whatsoever. But I'm guilty of thinking that a lot, and it's probably not true all the time. Most people probably have some interiority. It's rare that you meet someone who is just like living like lunch to lunch. Or who is like, I have like $1 billion. You know what would be awesome? Having $1.1 billion. But they do exist. They do exist. Sire, you can add more cards? Oh, the cardler. What's the rush, bro? We're just getting started. What the fuck was up with the puppet? He was sad, man. You should consider Ascension eventually. Well, I thought I only got 12 chips, man. And I gotta get like 240 or something? I don't know. I guess when you've bought every single upgrade, that's when you're like free to move on, huh? You can ascend whenever you want? I don't think I fucking get this game anymore. Why not ascend? Well, why ascend? When I ascend, are my numbers gonna get smaller? Briefly, but then they'll get bigger later? Well, yeah, but then you're just gonna ask me to ascend again. At first, but then you get a big molt. After I get my big molt, you're just gonna ask me to ascend again. That's life? No, bro! People are saying that's Sisyphus. That's not Sisyphus. This is like Sisyphus if every time you did it, they were like, you can start higher on the mountain next time. That's fucking fake ass Sisyphus. If a better Sisyphus would be when you get to the top of the mountain, you start from further back. That would be Sisyphus, because you got better at pushing the fucking ball. So he's rewarding you. You're saying, oh, but you should be rewarded for getting to the top of the mountain. He is rewarding you, bitch, by giving you more mountains so you don't get bored. You don't fucking get it. It's been years and you still don't get it. Flicking me. Whatever, I'll keep clicking buttons. Can we go back to the sex talk? No, I kind of exhausted all my knowledge on it, to be honest. Feels good, though. What if number went up? I mean, you guys are probably giving me the keys to play the game properly, but I mean, all I'm thinking is like, I think I need to wait till like this bar fills up or something. But I don't. I guess we get one chip when we get to $72 billion. It'll also increase your ascension, but not right now, bro. Not right now. Sisyphus low-key dumb as fuck. He's actually one of the smartest guys that ever lived. He literally got a rock. What do you have? Fuck all, if I had to guess. One of everything. Nah, man, I don't think I get it. Leroy Sisyphus. At least I got rock. Cost me $3 billion to upgrade my shit, man. It's too much. All right, well, I think that's it for This Ain't Poker, You Joker. I do think of these games that I have played, it is pretty good. But I also feel like if you aren't fucking with idle games, you might find yourself in my position, which is just like, after, admittedly, like 2.5 hours of playing it, I'm kind of like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm just sitting here watching a number go up and then getting yelled at by people who are like, you can make it go up faster. But there ain't no point to the damn game. You don't run out of the card flipping juice or nothing. It's an awesome game for those of you who like to get drunk with alcohol, who like to get high and smoke weed. Oh, look at it. Hey, look at this. Oh! This was poker.